Commercial use of e-bikes is a huge untapped market. Something like a third of car trips around the place are what are known as business trips. Some people imagine a business trip means that, I don't know, somebody's visiting in an international consultant who's taking this trip to a milk plant or something and offering their expertise on how to make it different. Or maybe it's an investor visiting to come buy a business. It's not really that. It's just anybody going anywhere that's not for their own personal life and was not for them arriving to work. So getting to and from work is just a commute. It's a personal trip, really. All of the trips that are done for work are known as commercial trips. So they include the freight that gets delivered to us by vans, that's a commercial trip. Sales reps getting around in cars, maintenance visits, real estate agents going places, food to being delivered by Domino's Pizza when they use their cars and not their bikes. Those are all business trips. And there's something like a third of all trips. So it's a huge area where the city, the businesses and the employees can gain a lot of benefits. There's a lot of crossover as well between providing an e-bike for your staff to use for their business use and the likelihood that they'll use a bike for personal use, including their commute. There's many benefits when your staff use electric bikes. All of our staff get here by bike. There's no car parks provided. That's just how it is here. People are generally on time and they're generally quite healthy. So those are benefits. They generally arrive with a clear state of mind. They don't have to vent off the sort of frustration of being in traffic, and they also don't have to kind of brush off the cobwebs and sort of, get in front. You're already there. They've probably been, who knows what they're thinking about, but they got a clear mind and show up, ready to go. So there's a lot of benefits when people working show up on a bike. If as a workplace you provide bikes for them to do their in-between trips, this creates a lot of extra benefits. The fact that they need to travel while at work might have been why they're driving in. They feel they need to drive in because they need to use their own car if they need to get to a meeting. So you can eliminate that by having a bike already there for their meetings, so they have the freedom to ride their bike in. It's often the case that people start trying some of those staff fleet e-bikes, gain familiarity, gain confidence, and then buy one for themselves. But even without that kind of thing, the benefits are that your staff can get to meetings more quickly and efficiently, saving money, of course, compared to other travel methods. But the big one is productivity. If you're in the city of Auckland and you think, I need to go and meet council, right? A lot of people will need to do that, architects, planners, all sorts of people. You're faced with either a 25-minute walk or a 25-minute drive or a taxi trip that could be anywhere between 5 to 25 minutes. You're faced with these choices. You're also, because of how long that trip takes, you also have to navigate whether it's going to coincide with peak hour. Long story short, your flexibility to go visit is severely hampered. When you have a bike, it takes you 5 minutes to go there, and it does not matter if it's 5 o'clock, 9 a.m. or the middle of the day, or they're building a train station through the guts of the city. None of that matters. You'll get there reliably. So effectively, you can arrange meetings spontaneously and at any time frame. People stuck with their cars or have given up on the cars and just walked there, they need an hour clear to get there and back. There's certain times of day. So what they can achieve is just completely hampered because they can't travel. So they see their relationships less, whether that's suppliers, customers, bureaucrats, whatever, they see them less, they're less physically present, they sell less, and on it goes. The kind of electric bikes you need for commercial use is similar, but a little bit different to what you need for everyday use. Obviously, in both cases, it's important that it's high quality, low maintenance, pleasure to ride, can get up hills and all that kind of thing. The big difference, though, is that it's not usually one bike for one person. You look around at your workplace, whether it's your office floor or your engineering team or whoever it is, and you need to ask yourself, what bikes can I get to maximize how many people here that I'm looking at can successfully use it? So successfully means that they get there in good time, enjoy the experience, and would do it again. So you have to think about sizing, good step-through frame to make it easier and safer. It will need to have more power. Auckland's a very hilly place, and you look at everyone on your office floor, some of them are fitter than other people, some of them are heavier than other people, some of them dress very elegantly in ways that it's not that compatible with stretching around on certain types of bikes and working up a sweat. So on average, you need one that can give more power so that if someone needs it to get up Queen Street and that kind of thing in the middle of the day, that they can do it. So that your requirements are similar but a bit different, hence why it is a specialisation. We're right here in the CBD. We can do visits on site, including maintenance. We can bring them back up here. We've got a special bike trailer to carry 4 built e-bikes all at once. So we can do that kind of thing. And we can also recommend an excellent trainer, Electric Meg, who can get all the staff assessed and up their training and just make sure that they have, again, a successful experience of it. So that's a huge market. I say untapped because generally the growth in e-biking you're seeing is people riding around for recreation or for arriving to work, that kind of thing. We're not yet seeing a lot of people using e-bikes for work trips. Certainly starting to change. Auckland Council now has, I think, 13 of our electric bikes across 4 or 5 different sites. NZTA has a few. There's quite a few companies with small fleets. And of course the bike share ones like Uber, etc., those will, in the CBD, often get used for what's known as commercial trips. So yeah, there's a huge lot that society can gain and the businesses themselves can gain if more e-bikes are being used for those commercial purposes, particularly in Auckland where we're going to see construction, private, public and infrastructure and roadworks. I'm not going to say forever, but it's not like it just finishes. There's many projects going on at once, and when some of them finishes, it opens up opportunities for new ones. When they work out better transport, that always leads to more people living near transport. So you finish the train stations, you get apartment blocks being built. So this kind of thing is ongoing, and the new Auckland down there in the CBD is no longer going to be a place where you just drive everywhere. I mean, that's a hopeless cause. So we will need to see more and more e-bikes being used for everything from freight delivery to food delivery to business trips and all that sort of thing.